Recently, I lost my dad. And ever since that moment, I've found myself asking questions I never thought I would. What happens after we die? Do we just disappear? Or is there something else beyond this life? Maybe this is just my way of processing grief, of trying to find meaning in loss. But I know I'm not alone. Many of you have probably wondered the same thing, especially after losing someone you love. And that's what led me here, to one of the strangest ideas out there, the simulation hypothesis. Because if we are living in a simulation, then maybe, just maybe, death isn't the end. Sounds like science fiction, right? But what if I told you that some of the brightest minds in science and technology believe this could be our reality? A billionaire tech visionary once said that the odds we are in base reality, meaning the real physical world, are 1 in billions. His reasoning? The rapid advancement of technology. Think about this. Just a few decades ago, video games were nothing but simple pixels moving on a screen. Now we have VR so immersive that you can feel like you're inside another world. AI-generated faces are already indistinguishable from real people. And with brain-computer interfaces, we are beginning to interact with digital worlds, using only our thoughts. If technology keeps progressing at this pace, how long before we create simulations indistinguishable from reality? But wait, if we are in a simulation, who or what created it? Some scientists, like Nick Bostrom, suggest that an advanced civilization, possibly our own future descendants, could be running simulations of their ancestors. Us. Why? Maybe for research, maybe for entertainment, or maybe they don't even realize we are self-aware. Right now, scientists are already creating AI models capable of independent thought and self-learning. If we can do this, what's stopping a far more advanced civilization from doing the same? Have you ever had that strange feeling of déjà vu? Or heard of the Mandela Effect, where thousands of people remember an event happening differently? Some believe these could be glitches in the simulation. And then there are those strange moments, caught on camera, where reality itself seems to break. Even astrophysicist Neil deGrasse Tyson admits there's a reasonable probability that we are living in a simulation. He argues that if a civilization could simulate a universe, there's no reason to assume we are the first or the only reality. But what if the reason we are here is much deeper? What if this simulation is just a game? A way for us to experience life in a way we can't in the real world? Think about it. What if in our true reality we are actually immortal? No pain, no fear, no loss. In a world where nothing can hurt us, nothing can be taken from us. But if we can't lose anything, can we truly feel anything? Maybe immortality became boring. So we created this, a simulation where we could feel fear, love, excitement, loss. Because in our real world, none of that exists anymore. And when we die, we simply wake up. We take off the headset, stretch our arms, and decide, all right, let's go again. We select a new life, a new character, and jump back into the simulation. For centuries, indigenous tribes of the Amazon have used a sacred plant medicine called ayahuasca. They believe it unlocks hidden truths, allowing them to see beyond the physical world. But what if it's more than just a hallucinogen? What if ayahuasca is actually a glitch in the matrix? A way to access the code of our simulated reality. People who have tried ayahuasca report something strange, something eerily consistent. They see their past lives. They experience alternate dimensions. Some even say they meet entities, guides, spirits, or beings who seem to exist beyond our understanding. But here's where it gets even weirder. What if these past lives aren't just visions? What if they're memories of other characters we've played in previous simulations? What if ayahuasca isn't just a psychedelic, but a key, a backdoor into the code of reality itself? What if, just like in a video game, our consciousness doesn't belong to one body, but instead loads into different avatars over time? And for a brief moment, ayahuasca lets us remember that? Scientifically speaking, ayahuasca contains DMT, a compound known as the spirit molecule. It's been found to produce experiences eerily similar to near-death experiences. Users report meeting beings of light, alien-like intelligences, or even deceased loved ones. Some researchers believe that DMT allows our brain to tune in to different frequencies of reality, almost like a radio switching between stations. But if that's true, what exactly are we tuning into? Are these visions just the subconscious mind processing emotions? Or are they real? Are we briefly escaping the simulation and seeing the truth of our existence? If reality is a simulation, then ayahuasca might be the ultimate cheat code, a tool that allows us to step outside the game and glimpse the higher reality beyond. Here's another crazy idea. Have you ever asked yourself about certain people have claimed to see beyond time itself? They've predicted wars, guided kings, and whispered secrets about the future. But what if they aren't just gifted humans? What if seers, psychics, and spiritual guides are actually pre-programmed robots in our reality, designed to give us hints about the true nature of our world? Think about it. In every civilization, from ancient Egypt to modern times, there have always been individuals who claim to receive messages from beyond. But what if these messages aren't from gods or spirits? What if they're from the game developers of our reality? Some spiritual beings claim they are only here temporarily, that they chose to come back, that they have access to knowledge most of us can't comprehend. What if these individuals are players from outside the simulation, stepping in just long enough to guide us before logging out? I don't know if this theory is true, but I really want it to be. Because if we are in a simulation, maybe somewhere in another version of this world, I'll get to see my dad again. Maybe he's out there, waiting for me in a different timeline, a different save file, a different simulation where we get just a little more time together. Maybe in another reality, I never lost him at all. Or maybe, when my time comes, I'll wake up, take off the headset, and realize that this was just one of many experiences I chose to live. That he's right there waiting for me, just like someone who logs out of a game and meets their friends in the real world. And if that's true, then death isn't an end. It's just the next level. A transition, a doorway to whatever comes next. I don't know if I'll ever know for sure, but I hold on to the hope that one day I'll find out. And if I do, I just hope he's there, waiting for me on the other side.